Thank you so much for attending my presentation about VGC's most awkward Pokemon. Today I want to go over some pokes that, while they look really good, are struggling in one way or another. Let's start with Armarouge. For the majority of Scarlet and Violet, it's been the face of size spam offense. With access to the ultra-powerful expanding force, it dishes out a ton of damage. Plus, you get Flash Fire, Trick Room, Wide Guard, and coverage to hit Pokemon hard. However, in Regulation H, it's been surprisingly outclassed by several Pokemon. Delphox is the most obvious, sharing its typing but having a notably higher speed stat. 104 is amazing right now, outrunning a ton of Pokemon like Garchomp, Annihilate, and Gholdengo. While it does have a lower special attack stat, being so quick makes it easier to actually use Expanding Force. Plus, you don't need as much support as it doesn't want Trick Room at all. This gives it places on more straightforward offensive teams, which Armarouge struggles to do. You could run it, but is 11 more special attack really worth the extra work needed to make it powerful? Exeggutor has also popped up as a better size spam attacker, doubling speed and sun with chlorophyll and throwing off sleep powders for support. This thing has made top 8 at 2 regionals so far and is on the rise, pushing Armarouge even further out of the format. It really is struggling. Recently, I made a video about Palafin, and while it had fallen out of favor in VGC, I talked about its new hope as a Regulation Age attacker, and at the beginning of the format, that's what it did. The Dolphin got a ton of usage, sitting in the top 10, especially on deadly rain teams. However, this place wouldn't stick. There's several new dangerous Pokemon that weren't around during Palafin's heyday, which kinda ruined its game plan. Rillaboom is by far the most damning, exploiting its water type and middling bulk to deal huge damage via Grassy Glide. But there's a ton of new counters. Archaludon throws off deadly electro shots and takes its water moves with ease. Sinistcha's Machagacha can not only dish out super effective damage but also burn. Primarina is a largely stronger water type, now requiring a switch out and instead applying immediate pressure. The list goes on and on. Palafin is just so easy to handle now and isn't showing up on good teams. Not exactly unusable, but in most situations there are better choices. Finally, we'll talk about Primarina. This Pokemon is interesting because at a glance it looks super strong. It has a very high usage rate, sitting around the top 10 even in day 2, so why is it so powerful? Water Fairy is an extremely strong typing in theory, resisting the deadly fire and dark moves that are everywhere. Tons of powerful offensive attackers get their most dangerous moves shut down, including King Gambit, Hisuian Typhlosion, and Volcarona. Plus, it's actually threading a lot of damage. It has a monster special attack stat in the spread move Hyper Voice, which gains a stat boost with its liquid voice ability, and if you give it a throat spray, Primarina can be even more threatening with a +1 boost. Moonblast is a great secondary attacking option, being especially nice against the litany of dragons in the format right now. Garchomp, Dragapult, and Dragonite all obviously don't like taking on fairy moves. You even get access to several interesting supportive options. Haze is nice into Dondozo and other setup sweepers, Parasankins win entire endgames, Misty Terrain stop status, etc. However, despite all of this, there's a few problems that make it very exploitable. Primarina's main issues actually stem from what makes it good in the first place, that typing. Water Fairy is good in a vacuum and deals with a lot of stuff, but is simultaneously weak against 2 of the 3 most common Pokemon. Grassy Glide is a bitch to take, especially since its physical defense is a paltry 74. In addition, it gets shafted by Sneasler's Dire Claws. Even the most bulky variants can get one-shot, but that's not all. Primarina is very slow, and even with investment, you're left wide open against common attackers. Stuff like Archaludon, Gholdengo, Annihilate, Mousehold, Basket Legion, Alolan Ninetales, and DD Mail, and more outspeed and threaten massive damage. Even those dragons it looks so powerful against can easily pick it off after Primarina has taken even a little chip damage. Choice Banded Dragapult Phantom Force hits it for 75% minimum, and it gets 2-hit KO by Garchomp Stomping Tantrum. You just don't take the attacks that you need to take, and it leaves Primarina wide open against teams that have any kind of speed. This makes it really terror reliant, which isn't good to say the least. Currently, it's in a weird spot. Prim usage is very high, but it's had trouble placing well. It keeps whiffing top 8 and even struggles to get more than one result in top cut. Hell, at Louisville, it got boat raced by Palafin, which was on 2 higher placing teams as a worse water type. Super confusing. A couple quick things. First off, I recorded this video before the Gdańsk regionals happened, and at that tournament, Primarina dropped to number 14 in usage and had a relatively worse win rate than everything else around it. Second, for these next couple weeks, I'm going to be slowing down on videos, probably not permanent or anything, but I just need to take a little bit more time, mainly because what's going on in the United States right now is really messed up, and as a trans person living in a conservative area, I am, to be frank, worried about my rights being taken away relatively soon. So I gotta work on some stuff, and I'm not gonna have as much time to do videos, at least for a little bit, while I work on those things. So yeah, if you are, like, I mean, I know a lot of people are gonna be really negatively affected by what's going on. both in and out of the United States. So please take care of yourself. Please do what you can. Please stay safe. It's not hopeless. Also, as of today, it's been years since I started uploading these videos. A little heavy to put there, but like I did realize that as I was recording. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, back to the video, I guess. In conclusion, all of these Pokemon are obviously not bad. Armarouge has tools like Meteor Beam to set itself apart, Palafin's priority water moves are nice, and Primarina's insane upsides make it powerful on bulkier balance teams. All have seen results and do get play, but they're also currently in awkward positions, struggling more than you'd think. Thank you so much for watching.